Hey everyone, Catherine here from Catherine Polar Designs. In today's video, we're going to use the Let Us Adore Him stamp set, complete with Mary and Joseph, Baby Jesus, an angel, 3 wise men. I love the donkey. Some fabulous sentiments. The images are gorgeous. They really stand on their own and they lend themselves to so many great techniques for your backgrounds. We've had several videos here on the channel. I will link them below so that you can check them out. Daniel did some beautiful cards as well as Carissa. We also have hot foil products that coordinate with these stamps. Some of the images and sentiments you'll find in the hot foil bundle. I'll link everything below for you, and here's a quick peek at today's card. It's inspired by some of the projects that we've previously seen here, and I can't wait to dive in. So we're going to use the Let Us Adore Him stamp set and the Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and I want the light beam to be coming out of the manger. So in order to have that centered, this piece of cardstock is 4 1/4 inches wide. I will probably cut it down to 4 inches, but let's leave it at 4 1/4 for now. And that way, if my light beam ends up being off-centered, I can trim it down and make that adjustment that way. So I want the light beam to come up from the center, so about 2 inches, and probably like this angle, so maybe 1 inch in from each side, and then this will be the center. And then I can take my Heffy Memo tape and line that up and this up, and hopefully that will be straight and it will be centered on the card. So we'll do glitz ink blending. Grab my little ink blending brush and just ink blend inside that triangle arc there. And depending on how you want this shaded, you could go darker down here and get lighter as you go out. You can darken around the edges just to get more definition. Depends on how you want it to look. I also thought it would look really pretty if we used some of the holiday glimmer and stamped some of those stars in gold or champagne. For this, I could use a stamping positioner, but I'm just going to grab a block and stamp it using a block. I think that'll be easy enough. Let's do champagne. And then when we pull off the mask, we see a gorgeous light beam that will be coming out of that manger. It'll stamp like, oh my gosh, that's going to be gorgeous. Now we could leave the rest of the card white, but I would like it to be blue, like a night sky. So let's line up the Heffy Memo tape along that yellow here. And then I'll use my ruler to draw a line where I'm going to cut this. We'll just give a little trim, and then this should line up with our light beam. I'm going to start with a pretty light color of blue. We're going to start with Cummerbund. And we'll just start ink blending this entire background. We want to darken up this night sky. Let's go Suede Shoes. That's going to get it pretty dark. I might leave it a little lighter in the center. And then while you're ink blending, if you're worried about getting fingerprints, because if you have oils on your hand, or maybe you're hot and sweaty, which sometimes happens when you get excited about stamping, and you touch your paper, since the ink is water reactive, it may leave a fingerprint. So you can take the Heffy Memo tape and use that kind of as a placeholder, and that will protect your ink blended piece from getting fingerprints on it. We'll keep that center pretty light. And darken all around the edges. This is going to have such great dimension. Oh, I love it. If you want it even darker, you can go with Juniper Mist, which is a navy, or you can even go into a color like Blackjack or Cargo. Oh, wow, that's really dark. Didn't quite mean for it to be that dark, but it'll be fine. It's gonna look great. We can blend that out. All right, who's ready for the wow moment? Dun, dun, dun. Peeling that back. Wow. Yes, that looks gorgeous. Okay, so now let's do our stamping. Get our images on there. Line that up like so, and then our sentiment right underneath. I think midnight is going to be the way to go on this one. Make sure it stands out or stands out against the navy. Make sure it's dark enough. Oh, that is stunning. I'm going to give it one more pass just to be sure, but I think it's probably okay without that extra pass. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Now this ended up being almost exactly in the center of my card, but I think I'm going to do my trimming over here because it's ever so slightly to the right. So just trim a 1/4 inch off of one side and then a 1/4 inch off the bottom. And then we'll be able to layer this onto a card front. I think this definitely calls for mounting tape. I always feel like it just elevates the look of your card, and since this is a very elegant looking card, foam tape on the back is perfect. Now just add this to a card front and you have a stunning holiday card for this season. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share, and happy holidays, everyone.